My name is Davis. I am 20 years old. I went into EMT school to become a firefighter. My upbringing with especially firefighting was this past summer. I had taken a ride along with the Logan Fire Department up in Logan, Utah, because I went to Utah State for 2 years. And I really enjoyed the brotherhood that they had. That's something I'm looking for. It was hard growing up, for sure. Sisters are, in other words, nuts sometimes. Growing up, we've gotten a lot closer to each other and kind of had less and less problems, which is nice to have. I moved to Wisconsin in July of 22 for my senior year of high school, and we had gone to Wisconsin twice previously to move in there, and I had met multiple of the guys on the team who I'd be playing football with eventually. They just kind of brought me in like I was family from the start, and it felt really nice to have a group and like a brotherhood, like I said, of guys who had my back from the start of me moving there. Those guys will always be a part of my life. Being a man, it was always about don't talk about it, rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine. So I would say it's hard for me to express certain feelings. I feel like you can go ask a lot of guys, they could say the same thing. It's like no one really cares. It's kind of I guess expectation, not really expectation, but kind of the viewpoint I had of it. Like, you have a problem, put it aside. You got other things to do, no one really cares about it. So I would say for sure shaking it, especially in the day-to-day life. I'm not gonna go complain about my problems, I'm just gonna go about my day and do my thing. Because, I don't know, I feel like the only person that would care about my problems is my mom. Talk to her on a daily. Definitely complain about everything that's going on. She gives me the sympathy I need that I really don't need with other people. So focusing on other people's problems is with this masculinity role and people not really caring about your problems, it gives you the ability to focus on other people's problems. Firefighters are people that the community can come to if they have an injury, a trauma, any medical problem. But I would say the biggest thing is that the community can come to them, and a cop can't go into a car wreck and extricate someone from the car. There's devices that firefighters have that can stabilize things like that and stabilize potential dangers to other people to make sure that everyone stays safe. With other first responders, paramedics, and EMS and stuff like that, they kind of go hand in hand with firefighters because they typically stay at the same area and respond to the same calls.
introduce yourself.
My name is Davis. I'm 20 years old. Been down in Orem since August. Yeah, that's about it. That's all there really is to need to know. I went into EMT school to become a firefighter. I'd taken a ride along with the Logan Fire Department up in Logan, Utah, because I went to Utah State for 2 years. And I really enjoyed the Brotherhood that they had. I had changed my direction after I got my PPL, my private pilot's license. I had just kind of lost the interest for it. And so I decided to do a lot of thinking in the summer and ended up coming to firefighting.
Okay.
I've always been someone who wants to be up and moving around, and so I would say the medical part. Definitely, there's a lot of potential lawsuits with that. People can get angry at you for doing the right thing, trying to help them out. And so it could be a long road easily for sure, but the body's so complicated that sometimes it could be 100 different things and they all have the same symptoms. Yeah. And you're just missing it. So yeah, of course. It always will, and I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie, and so that's kind of what firefighting is. You're going into a burning building that could collapse on your head to go help people and put the fire out. I played baseball and kind of competitive team sports all my life, and then I've always been a part of that Brotherhood, and that's something I'm looking for. Sort of. It helped more in Wisconsin than it did in Las Vegas, because I kind of played sports with those friends that were kind of shutting me out, and so when I did move to Wisconsin, it felt really nice to have kind of a group and like a brotherhood, like I said, of guys who had my back from the start of me moving there. So I moved to Wisconsin in July of 22 for my senior year of high school. And we had gone to Wisconsin twice previously to move in there, and I had met multiple of the guys on the team who I'd be playing football with eventually. And they just kind of brought me in like I was family from the start, and so still talk to those guys to this day forward. And those guys will always be a part of my life. It all kind of started out with me wanting brotherhood, just guys I could rely on that potentially like could take care of my family, if I'm on duty, stuff like that.
Okay. Tell me about your upbringing.
I would say it was hard growing up for sure. Sisters are, in other words, nuts sometimes. But I will say this: growing up, we've gotten a lot closer to each other and kind of had less and less problems, which is nice to have. So, but growing up, it was rough. A lot of arguments, maybe some fist fights here and there. So especially with my younger sister.
Did you ever want a brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
Oh. Tell me more about that. Tell me more.
Well, I mean, being a man, like, there's things different about being a woman and a man, and so.
Is there a more of a companionship with males?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it all comes down to my junior year. Like, I just didn't have like a steady group of friends, and so when I moved to Wisconsin, it just kind of wrapped me in with a bunch of guys I had a lot of fun with that, kept me distracted, and so. But when I played baseball at Utah State, I just kind of had the same brotherhood. Like, you meet guys that are lifelong friends, and so even to this day, like, I still talk to those guys that I played baseball with up there. Matter of fact, I went up there this past weekend. I would say it's a balance. Especially for me, growing up with sisters, there was a lot of women in my life, and so for some reason I don't know, I connect better with guys. I'm able to talk to them a little more. I'm kind of a little more shy when it comes to talking to girls, and so I don't feel that same like ability with guys. Like I'm just able to go up and talk to any random guy.
Okay. Do you feel like as a male you have an expectation to be some type of way?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Every man does.
What are those expectations?
Couldn't tell you. It's whatever. I mean, obviously, be a father, be a husband, stuff like that. But like, be a provider, be a carer, protector. But I don't know. It just kind of depends on where you are in life, I'd say.
Okay. So.
I would say, like, be a provider, help support. And so, whether it's friends and what they do, and yeah, just kind of friends and what they do, just kind of help and support them.
Okay. And then throughout high school, what was your expectation?
No, I don't know what my expectation was in high school. To win football games as the quarterback, and so there were a lot of different expectations of me in high school, but couldn't give you like all of them.
Do you think socially it has an impact?
For sure. I think that from a social aspect that there were definitely some heavy expectations. I don't know, I would say I'm someone that doesn't definitely, like, being a man, it was always about kind of don't talk about it, like rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine. So I would say it's hard for me to express certain feelings, especially to girls,
Okay.
and especially to my parents.
Okay. Not feeling like express your emotions.
No, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can go ask a lot of guys, and it's like they could say the same thing. It's like no one really cares. Like, that's kind of the I guess expectation. Not really expectation, but like kind of the viewpoint I had of it. Like, you have a problem, put it aside. Like, you got other things to do. No one really cares about it. So.
Your answers.
I would say it for sure shaped me. Just kind of like, especially in the day-to-day life, like, I'm not gonna go complain about my problems. I'm just gonna go about my day and do my thing. 'Cause I don't know. I feel like the only person that would care about my problems is my mom. So talk to her on a daily and definitely complain about everything that's going on. And so she gives me the sympathy I need, that I really don't need with other people. So yeah, I would say so. Focusing on other people's problems is kind of, I don't know, like, with this masculinity role, like, and people not really caring about your problems, it gives you, I would say, the ability to focus on other people's problems. If you got a gunshot, like, you're not worried about your problems, you're worried about making sure they make it out alive.
Why do you feel like we need firefighters?
I mean, who's going to stop the fire from a burning building, kind of thing? No, I would say, like, firefighters are people, like, that the community can come to if they have problems and stuff like that, and not kind of have any consequences for potentially what they're doing and stuff like that. And it's also the aspect of helping them out. If they have an injury, a trauma, any medical problem. But I would say the biggest thing is that the community can come to them, and it's not like they're the cops. Like, they can't do anything if they say anything that may be illegal. So I would say that that the biggest thing is the community. Well, with other first responders, kind of paramedics and like EMS and stuff like that. They kind of go hand in hand with firefighters because they typically stay at the same area and respond to the same calls. But I would say it's different because like a cop can't go into a car wreck and extricate someone from the car. Like there's devices that firefighters have that can stabilize things like that and stabilize potential dangers to other people to make sure that everyone stays safe.